Wait, I thought this was
No,
yours.
it's yours, chestnut. I got gingerbread.
I just missed the whole scene of me getting it. Hold on, let me try. Thank you.
Ooh, delicious. First sip of the day.
Hey guys, it's Kyle and I'm here with my friend Nikki. I kind of stole her idea, well, in general, to have a YouTube channel at all, but also to get Starbucks. And she's being nice and letting me use a clip of us getting Starbucks in my video.
It's our favorite, like why not?
But thank you, Nikki. She's so great. So today we're going to talk about what it's like to be a millennial in your mid-20s. And we're also going to do it while drinking Starbucks and while she finds a parking spot.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to be parked for the rest of this video.
We are, just letting you know.
I think we're just going to have some fun banter.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, hey guys, I have a channel myself. You can follow
you're
me over there.
You're promoting your own channel right now? No,
just right
kidding.
now. This video. Me and Kyle are in the same grade, but I kind of lap him. I'm like a year older, right? Because I'm turning 27.
We're both adults. We're not in grades anymore.
Kyle's 26. I'm 27. Or about to be.
Yeah, you're not 27. You're lying to my.
I'm so old.
You're lying to my 4 fans.
Okay, we're both 26. We're just young and fun and fresh and 26.
26 is the new 16. So we're just kind of gonna discuss the ups and downs of being a millennial.
It's crazy.
At this kind of stage in our life. So, Nikki, so what is your perspective on this?
Okay, so I'm not career-wise, not where I wanted to be. I live in a house that was inherited by my fiance's parents. So, we don't pay rent, which is great. Don't pay rent. So that helps.
Can I move in?
If you want to live with our roommate.
Oh my God, are they cool?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Oh my God, you guys getting this? We're something's happening right now. I'm moving in.
Jordan, that's my fiance. He's in school to be a welder, so we love him. So he's gonna be in a trade field, which is good. So people are sleeping on trades, but that's where the big money is. So I went to college. I have a degree, but I'm kind of working I'm a project coordinator, but I'm a front desk role and stuff. So not exactly where I thought I would be, but it is very a flexible job. Jordan is gonna be probably making more of the money. I'm getting married in a month, so holla.
And I got invited.
Yes, he's going.
Almost didn't, but
I was him. I'm kidding.
But I got her drunk and made her send me an invitation.
No, oh my gosh.
No, we were both drunk.
We do have bills. I have to pay for my corgi every month.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, your dog is cute as hell.
That's a bill right there. We do want to try and have kids.
When I found out that you were getting married, I'm like, oh my God, she's so young. But then I'm thinking, actually, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Because
it comes up on you.
Yeah, because we're 26 right now, and that's kind of a normal age to be getting married.
Normal,
but for me, I'm like, what am I doing? I think a lot of us are not where we thought we would be by this point in our lives, and it's not all a bad thing because I think there are still things that I get to do still that I didn't think I would still be doing. I still get to go out on the weekends with my friends and have a little alcohol, if you know what I'm talking about. I did that traditional, got a bachelor's degree
that's where
at
we
college.
Met, yeah.
Yep, exactly. And I'm not going to say the name of the company, but I do work for a pretty big company, and I have a pretty good job.
Yeah.
If you had told me what it pays back when I was younger, I would be shocked. I think a lot of our generation gets labeled entitled, and it might be true to an extent because a lot of us did have that technology component growing up, even more so now. I can't even imagine the kids who have go in elementary school and have Snapchat. I didn't get that till college.
Yeah, hell no. I always think about that, how literally smartphones with good internet on your phone at the same time was really the beginning of college for me, or the end of high school, beginning of college.
Oh yeah, no, my family had one computer. I know this sounds I know this is first world problems, right? But
I know,
we had one computer, dial up.
Yeah.
Nobody could use the phone. That was me in middle and high school for a while.
Same here.
When I think about it, my mom was 25 when she had me, and I'm already older than that. And my dad was 27. At the time, that wasn't really that young. That was kind of a normal, if not late age at that time to get married and have a family.
Yep.
Neither of them finished college, and they somehow had jobs and were able to buy a house.
Yeah.
And I live in a studio apartment that is basically a guest house in the back of someone's main house.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
It's kind of cool, and it's actually in a really nice area, but it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And so when you tell me you don't pay rent,
I know, you're
this is killing your eyes out. Oh, there's people walking by looking at me. This guy's totally staring at me. We're filming a video. Oh my God,
we're just talking amongst ourselves. How are you, Kyle, today?
Okay, stop staring.
How are you? All right, they can go themselves.
Well, he maintained eye contact,
He was like, "Sir, what are you doing in there?"
Excuse me, sir. I was definitely not a millennial.
No, no, he doesn't get it.
My point was, I have enough money to pay my rent. I have enough money to have somewhat of a social life on the weekends. And I have, of course, my basic food and shelter needs met, which is great. Don't ever take that for granted. No. I don't know if it's so much as entitled as, I almost feel like we were promised something that's
oh my gosh,
different than what we are receiving right now. You're told you go to college, you start out making X amount a year in general, and then you just work your way up the ladder from there.
You were absolutely correct that like we had hope, like, and we had like the promise
we were told,
of like, yes,
that your only way of doing well in this world and
like
being
succeeding.
Successful, whatever whatever that means to you, is you have to go to college. Yeah. College was super fun, and I don't regret going to college at all.
I don't.
But
exactly.
It was super expensive.
It was expensive. It was like more the experience.
The experience is what you're really paying for. But it almost feels like the minimum requirement for every job now, like you need a 4-year degree, you need 3 to 5 years experience.
For something dumb.
And then to get paid like a couple dollars an hour more than minimum wage, you know? And it's like, what the hell?
Yep.
So I think that's the boat that a lot of people are in, and not everybody talks about that, especially because we're such an overexposed generation. With all of our platforms of social media, and sharing our experience, we don't really share that part. So everybody thinks everybody's doing well. So people actually look at my social media and think that I go out all the time. Which, you know, maybe I do. I don't know. But people tell me like, oh, you must be having so much fun. You're like, you're on the bar. I'm like, I go out for like a drink on the weekends, and there's music and lights, and I film it. But I mean, I'm not.
But it's really just like a snippet of your whole life,
right?
Like,
I didn't
whole week.
I didn't like film the whole day leading up to that.
Yeah.
So you would think that's all I do if you were basing your perception of my day-to-day life strictly off of my Instagram stories. Yeah. Excuse me.
Keep it.
I might keep that one in, yeah. So Nikki, you're turning 27, and how soon? Sorry,
like a week and a half.
Okay, cool. I knew that. So, what do you feel about turning 27? Like, is that a big number for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I've never been scared of getting older. I kind of love it. I'm like, oh, I'm like maturing, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like it. And this one is kind of hitting me like I'm f***ing like really like the almost 30. Like I'm the late 20s now. Yeah, right. So along with me getting married and a lot of big girl steps, and like me and my fiance really, really do want to start a family. Like we're gonna try like pretty soon, like right after.
You heard it here, folks.
Yes, like, that's the one thing I am hopeful about. That like, oh, maybe my career is like whatever here and there, but like this is the correct time for family, and I am ready. So I feel like that is like a positive.
Absolutely,
in correlation to the age. I do look super young. I do look like 18.
Well, I look 17.
Yeah, I look.
Hold on, do I want to get you a little more in this shot? I feel like you're not in the
shot. No, I mean, I keep like going back and forth, that's why. But
yeah, feel the motion. Ooh. A difficult birthday for me was actually turning 26. 25 I had no problem with. 25 was fun. I'm like, because at the time I felt 25. I was like, I had just kind of progressed a little bit in my career. I'm like, okay, I'm making money moves. I'm going up in the world. I've got a good group of friends. I was happy. And then 26, I don't know what it is about that number, but that was like almost over the hump. And I'm like, whoa. I think what a lot of people in our generation are doing as well is we were told that we can't focus on our like artistic talent or anything.
Oh, yes.
My sister's doing a lot of on the side music gigs. Like she has a full-time job as well. She works as a behavioral therapist for autistic children currently.
God,
and
that's so cool.
She's always loved music and loves singing. So she kind of collaborated with this guy who's a guitarist, and now they do gigs on the side. I think for a long time we were told, don't focus on that. That's not going to make you any money. But it's
been repressed, and we're trying to like.
And we're not making any money anyway, so why the hell not?
Why not?
That's part of the reason I'm doing the YouTube channel. I think maybe you too, because I love that flexing that creative muscle, even if it's for naught.
Yeah, even if no one's watching it. Honestly, as we've talked about this, it really is fun for us.
It's fun. When I first went to college, I was a film major initially.
Oh, that's
because I used to want to do film. I ended up freaking out because then I got into classes where people in the class were already like writing the 7th draft of their screenplay, and I'm like,
they were really in it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not doing any of this. So, or like, I'm not ready for this. I just didn't have the confidence at the time.
Correct.
So I took a much safer route and did a more generic degree. It still had like an arts component, but also had like a marketing business management component to it.
That's really cool.
I felt like I kind of became a jack of all trades, but a master of none, So.
Oh my God, that's my life.
I feel like if I had the confidence back then, maybe I could have made a living doing film or something. Oh, she's so supportive of me. I love her.
Just saying.
That's why I keep her
He's
around.
so talented. Just keep it coming.
I'm pretty fucking great.
And I have to say, because I'm in the same exact boat as you, like I did not to say like I would have been like a really great actress. I just liked it, but like I did theater and I always liked acting, but that wasn't realistic. I wasn't gonna go that route. But I think it's they're Gen Xers that are right below us, with them growing up with like smartphones and having technology has really given them an edge to do what they want, to be creative.
Yeah.
So they're getting like the followers, they're putting themselves out there more because they grew up with it more.
Yeah.
And so
here we are, like two old farts, like trying to start YouTube channels, like way too late in the game.
It's never too late. Except it is. But
yeah.
No.
What else was I gonna say? Was there anything else? Did you have any things in your
Let me check my notes.
So yeah, she brought a notebook of like topics. So this was my video idea, but she's way more prepared for it than I am. I'm just gonna acknowledge the really harsh glare that we're getting right now. I'm like Twilight, like I stepped out into the sun and I'm glittering.
Glittering. Is
that a word? Ah, we're doing things.
What is it? Glistening.
Glimmering. Glistening, glimmering. We can have a whole other video about vocab.
Oh, okay. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, I think it's so funny how all millennials are obsessed with like nostalgia and remembering the 90s.
Yep.
Because that was such a hopeful time. It was so great. Alongside, it's funny how like I was doing it in this video, like either kind of roast or kind of like not talk down about Gen X. Like they're their own thing. And I feel like it's like we do the same thing to them, like that the baby boomers or whatever do to us.
Right.
It really is like a thing. Like we're very protective of our own, and like if something new comes up, it's like, oh, what are they about?
It's like you're missing out on this, and you guys never had to deal with this. But like people do that to us all the time, and now we're doing it to the little babies now. I think there's gonna be some repercussions that we don't know about yet.
Yeah,
from having. Not even just the generation below us, but like the young ones who have all this technology as in their formative years.
Yes. How are they going to be having a smartphone in their hand at age 5? Like
I know.
Exactly. That's wild.
I pretty much finished mine already.
I'm probably like right here. Do like baby boomers or other people even like know that we're so into like our past?
Yeah, like
or
I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm in the bubble of
maybe
being this generation, but like I feel like we're so attached to the 90s or our like childhood or like the 90s and early 2000s kind of. But
for sure.
We will never stop talking about it. And I'm guilty of it too.
Oh, me too. Oh my god, 100%.
Yeah, because I loved the 90s.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video where it's like this guy giving like some seminar, he's wearing glasses and he's like some middle-aged dude and he's talking about what's wrong with millennials.
No way.
You have to have seen this video.
Probably.
So,
I've seen so many videos like that, so I'm sure.
It's this guy going on stage and being like, they were given participation awards for this, that, and the other.
Yes,
blah, blah, blah.
I did see that.
And then everybody's like, yeah, that's what's wrong. I'm like,
oh my god.
Let's rewind.
Yes.
I'm not saying I've never gotten a participation medal for anything, but I was smart enough, I guess, as a kid to know that wasn't the same as winning.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I was like, what the hell is this piece of
Why are they discrediting like our intellect for like not being able to differentiate? Of course we know.
Yeah, we know that one person got a trophy and we all got little things.
Yeah, it's like, oh, like they're like, oh, thank you for participating.
Right. I mean, I didn't feel like, at the time I wasn't, smart enough to feel patronized by it or anything.
Like
but
you were happy.
But
I was
still very aware that that wasn't winning.
Yeah,
and that wasn't like satisfying to me. So I hate that being used as I hate that being used as a platform for why we all think we should all be winners right now.
Oh my
God. I'm not saying we need to win. I'm just saying we grew up on a promise that hasn't been fulfilled because the economic climate is so much different than it was for our parents and our grandparents. And I really think at the end of the day what's important is that you got to understand that everybody's journey is completely different. Like some people are going to have families earlier, some people are going to have job success earlier, and it's a series of ups and downs. Like nobody's a continuous upward
It really
climb.
isn't, like, not to be like cliche, but it really isn't a race. Like everything in due time.
Right. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, all 3 of you.
We really appreciate it. We need it.
Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, please, because you're kind of hurting on that front.
We can use it. Help a sister out, okay?
And please also subscribe to Nikki's channel, Nikki Evans. And we're also doing a video for her.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be lit. So,
that's as the kids say.
As the kids say these days. I know. I'm like such an uncool adult, and like it's happening right before my eyes. And I can't stop it. I know. It is gonna be.
It'll be good.
Gucci. Did you see 8th
God,
grade?
Yes.
I love that.
I love it. And the mid-90s.
I didn't see mid-90s.
You have to.
All right, that's gonna be a separate thing.
We'll talk about that
later. Gucci. I know you probably think I'm a crazy person. This is how I felt.
No. I know that you can cut off. Like you can cut this literally right now.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, okay. No.
No, cut.